I'm Jake.
And I'm Christine.
And welcome to the Movie Buff Reactions channel for anyone who might be new. Like we did last year, we're going to be reacting to a couple of October-themed videos and movie reviews. And last year, with my buddy Alex, we reacted to the first episode in the Blockbuster Buster's Halloween Havoc. That's what the Blockbuster Buster calls his Halloween season of episodes. All the way back in 2010. That's 9 years ago. Been a while. And the first movie he reviewed for his first Halloween Havoc was Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday. That was last year and been a year, so I thought, let's review the second episode from that Halloween Havoc. This is the Blockbuster Buster, aka E-Rod's review of Wes Craven's New Nightmare, the seventh Nightmare on Elm Street movie that took a really different turn of events. Have you ever seen this movie?
I don't believe so.
Have you ever watched the Blockbuster Buster before?
I think with you.
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah. Or clips, at least one.
Rilzo, no. He's a guy who reviews bad blockbusters, and if they're really bad, he will literally bust the DVD to pieces. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
Is it going to be a bust?
I won't give that away.
Previously on the Blockbuster Buster's Halloween Havoc.
Dream.
It was all a dream. In a world of uncertainty, where movie theaters are plagued by remakes and sequels, in a world where big budget movies can still suck, in this world we have the Blockbuster Buster.
Gotta wear the black and the ring. Punisher shirt.
It's a cool intro.
Yeah, pretty good intro back in the day.
Greetings, fanboys and fangirls, vampires and banshees. I'm E-Rod and I'm the Blockbuster Buster. In the 80s, the slasher genre was in full swing. Unfortunately, the formula was getting pretty stale. You know, a group of dumbass teenagers go to a secluded place and some psycho with a mask kills them off one by one. Fortunately, writer-director Wes Craven broke the streak of monotony with his horror masterpiece, A Nightmare on Elm Street. The Nightmare movies follow a series of mysterious murders that are plaguing the teenagers of Springwood. Apparently, they're being stalked and killed in their dreams by the demonic incarnation of former serial killer Freddy Krueger. Now, when I was a kid, I used to watch the Friday and the Halloween movies with no problem. They wouldn't gross me out from time to time, but they wouldn't scare me. But you know who did scare me?
I agree with that one.
Freddy fucking Krueger scared the shit out of me as a kid. I didn't even have the cojones to sit down and watch any of the Nightmare movies. I have a clear memory of going to a pharmacy with my grandmother, and she had to take me outside because I spotted a man walking down the aisle wearing a Freddy t-shirt. That's how afraid I was of Freddy Krueger. Just as image
So
on a
afraid I
t-shirt
was of Chucky back in the day.
The irony is, as an adult, the Nightmare movies have become my favorite horror series, and Freddy Krueger has become my all-time favorite villain. Who would have thunk it? Freddy's just a cerebral assassin. He breaks you down and turns your fears against you. And when you lose all hope and fall apart, that is when he kills you. He literally kills you mentally.
Johnny Depp.
Kills you physically. Frankly, jumping out of the bushes and impaling you with something sharp is just too fast. Freddy savors his skills. That makes him one sick motherfucker. My kind of guy. Plus, unlike Jason, who has been played by 9 different actors today, Freddy has always been played by the limitlessly talented Robert Englund. I said he has always been played by Robert Englund.
Fuck the remakes.
In the early 90s, for reasons that didn't become clear until the release of Freddy vs. Jason 10 years later, New Line decided to kill off both Freddy and Jason. However, both Jason Goes to Hell and Freddy's Dead proved to be very disappointing installments in both series.
Horrible
so fans
films.
rejoiced when Wes Craven announced that he was rebooting the series with a new nightmare. Not to mention that in this movie, Freddy was supposed to invade the real world and go after the cast and crew of the Nightmare movies. And made papi, uno, dos, Freddy, uno, dos. Hell lover, you're not supposed to be in this video. This movie has
reoccurring character, also played by him.
Nightmare that I was reviewing. Fuck nice. So our movie begins with the same scene from the first movie. Freddy's building his trademark finger-bladed glove. Only in this movie, it's a robotic glove. If it's a robotic glove, how the hell is he supposed to wear it? But it turns out the whole thing is a movie that they're shooting, complete with a fun little cameo by Nightmare creator Wes Craven, and the star of the original movie Heather Langenkamp. Now, a lot of people like to make fun of Heather Langenkamp for her deadpan delivery and all-around bad acting, but I'm here to put a stop to that mockery. Heather Langenkamp deserves our respect, as she is one of the original slasher heroines. She should be placed on the same pedestal as Adrian King and Jamie Lee Curtis. And besides, the original Nightmare on Elm Street was released 7 years before this movie. I'm sure her acting has gotten way better since then.
Really sucks.
Heather talks to the special effects guys in between scenes. Suddenly, Freddy's glove comes to life and starts killing everyone. What, is stunt work the only gay thing they get? Thing you get your feelings hurt way too easily. So it turns out the whole thing was a dream that Heather was having, and wait a minute. Is this it? Is this the movie? We're following Heather Langenkamp around in her daily routine? Taking care of her kid, going to talk shows, and talking to studio executives? Wow, that's just awful. That's just ass. This is not the haunted film set movie that we were promised. Other than Heather being ambiguously haunted by Freddy from time to time, the first 30 minutes of the movie pretty much followed this pattern. Boring, boring, boring. Hey, I remember that from the first movie. Boring, boring, boring. Oh my god, it's Robert Englund. Boring, boring, boring. When the hell is Freddy going to show up? So they're putting the whole movie on the shoulders of the worst actor.
Well,
Second worst actor. Damn it, that kid's acting really burns my biscuits. Heather continuously tries to warn everybody that something screwy is going on, but people continuously ignore the crap out of her, be it due to her bad performance or the ludicrous nature of her fear. Personally, my money's on the latter. Her husband, acts as any good spouse should, and drives home overnight to go check on her. Unfortunately, he falls asleep behind the wheel like, aw yeah. This is what makes these movies great in nightmare sequences. Freddy slips into your dreams and... Whoa, hey, guys, I'm not gay or anything, so I don't really know the protocol, but Freddy, shouldn't you buy him dinner first? Holy shit, I really don't know the protocol. Subsequently, the police show up at Heather's house to give her the terrible news.
Yes, ma'am.
Really? They just told you your husband died? And
That's how you
that's your
do it?
reaction? You know, this performance, it makes me want to... Later, everybody attends Heather's husband's funeral, and
this is
fine.
a weird scene.
After 37 minutes of boring bullshit and generic suspense scenes, Freddy finally shows up and wait, he's gone already? Well, that was disappointing. In short.
It's not the size that counts, it's how you use it.
And guess what? After the scene, the movie goes back to the same fucking pattern. Boring, boring, boring. Wow, that's not scary. Boring, boring, boring. Robert Englund. Boring, boring, boring. Yes, I remember that shit from the first movie. Finally, Heather turns to Nightmare creator Wes Craven for help. And as it turns out, Wes has been having nightmares for months, warning him of all the events that have taken place.
Whatever you want to call it, it's old, it's very old. It's existed in different forms at different times. Not the only thing about it that stays the same as what it was for.
What is that?
The murder of innocence. Well, it can be captured sometimes.
Captured? How?
And by storytellers and little things.
Where do I begin? Okay, there are 3 major issues with this monologue. Number 1, how the hell do you know all this shit? Did you sign up for the same book club as Craven Duke? Number 2, if Wes knew about this for months, why the hell did he wait until after Heather's husband was brutally murdered to tell her about it? And number 3, and probably the most important point, everything that Wes has said in this scene is 1,000 times more interesting than anything that has happened in this movie thus far. Hi, Ron, hi. Earlier, you're supposed to be on this video. Oh, wait a minute, I'm on to you. This is all a dream, and you're gonna lift your hand and have blades on your fingers like Freddy. But I don't have blades on my fingers. Huh. I think. The little boy is being looked after by his babysitter, Julie, when... Freddy goes on to kill her in the exact same way he killed Tina in the first movie. Only this is nowhere near as scary since this scene takes place in a brightly lit room and you can see everything Freddy's doing. After Freddy kills Julie,
doesn't look as
Heather's son runs
scary.
away and she takes chase.
Yeah,
His makeup or something just looks off.
they tried to give him a more demonic look.
Can we
Yeah.
get an overhead view of this?
Or just because it's so bright? I don't know.
Oh, good. He made it. Now let's see how Heather does. Oh, come on. That was on purpose. Who had the controller?
No, I'm playing with power.
So through a convoluted bit of bullshit that Heather learned from her son earlier, she knows that to get to Freddy's world, she has to climb under the covers.
Under the bed. Yeah. The Goonies.
Such a good movie.
Dude, this is a totally deep hole.
Finally, Freddy and Heather do get out, and
So disappointing.
with Heather out of the way, Freddy goes after her son, who cleverly hides in a furnace that Freddy can't fit into. You're Freddy Krueger. You're a shapeshifter. You can morph into something smaller and get inside.
Also, isn't this your world? Like, don't you know it well enough to...
Yeah.
Morph, please. Dude, if you don't do something soon, Heather's gonna wake up and... So, Freddy was killed by a fire from his world. The world that he created. He created that fire. And it killed him. Alright, everybody say it with me. You better pray to whatever God you believe in. But when you do, you better remember, this is God. I'll take your soul, but you don't have one.
Busted.
Damn it, I hate that. This movie is a... Oh, wait a minute, hold on. This movie's a fatally fucked up failure. Wes Craven has always been very boisterous about how much he hates the Nightmare sequels. So he made this movie to make up for their lack of quality. So basically, what he's saying is that this is better than this. Oh, come on, please, I just want to hear you say it just once.
Wrong!
They were smoking some bad granola when they decided to write a whole Freddy movie around Heather Langenkamp. Now, I respect Heather for her contribution to the horror genre, but she cannot carry a movie on her own, especially one where she's playing opposite to one of the greatest horror icons of all time. The funny thing is that Heather herself admits to this, and if you get the chance, please check out her hilarious documentary, I Am Nancy, in which she details the trials of playing the hero in one of the greatest horror movies ever made and getting no recognition for it.
Picture pop.
You're a fan of Nancy? You like Nancy? Nah. You're a Freddy fan.
Both this movie and Jason Goes to Hell suffer from the same problem. They're both devoid of the most trademark element from both series, the elaborate slasher scenes. As both Freddy and Jason use very creative methods to dispatch of their victims, Jason leans more towards the brute strength, also while Freddy's more partial towards psychological torture. Not only are these scenes missing in these movies, but in Jason Goes to Hell, Jason only takes out one person on screen. And in this movie, Freddy only takes out two. I'm not surprised these movies bomb. They bomb like Freddy and Jason. Alright, Crypty, what's next, you decomposing dickhead?
A little hot under the collar, Ron.
Shut up and get on with it, you crappy corpse. If you think you're gonna get to me by making me review bad movies that humiliate my favorite horror icons, then you have another thing coming.
Oh, I have a very special selection.
What, Halloween 3, Texas Chainsaw
He puts a tribute at the end of his videos, so just hold on a sec. I would like to dedicate this silly video to Robert Englund, the king of the slashers. He puts these at the end of most of his reviews.
Yeah.
He hasn't done it a lot recently, but when he does, it's almost always pretty nice to see.
Yeah.
Even, I think he's dedicated a few to the fans for getting him where he is. He's dedicated to multiple creators, some alive, some dead, and I think sometimes to his own family.
Yeah.
I like that. I always find that pretty touching. The Blockbuster Buster is a reviewer who I enjoy very much. Thing that I respect the most, that I've said before with other people I've reacted to him with, is how he can accomplish a lot, and he does a lot in his videos, despite having pretty much no budget.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he's limited to what he can do here, but he pulls off a lot with the knife hand, the slashing of the DVD, and how he plays more than one character. What did you think of Erod here?
I liked his commentary and like what he had to say. I will say, as not a person who has watched him before, it was very fast.
Yeah, I do agree that he was a very fast talker here,
Yeah.
to the point that you could miss a few things.
Yes.
But I believe that is because he made this video in 2010, and while this is longer than 10 minutes, it's 14. Back on YouTube in the day, there was a time limit.
Oh.
And a lot of his earliest videos fall under 10 minutes or less, which I do think Erod is a good reviewer. He can make a fun video, but as his first season and the season where he tried to do reviews in a different style, he did a season where his character would go into the movies and fight characters.
Oh.
And
Wow.
he would hire actors to like recreate stuff, but those episodes were all 10 minutes or less, because some idiot apparently told them that short videos are the most successful. And while yeah, short videos do go viral, it's usually because they're pretty dumb fucking videos. And Erod is not a dumb fucking reviewer,
Yeah.
but he clearly, in my opinion, he needs more than 10 minutes to tell his opinions, to review the movie, to get everything he wants done. And as time went on and the reviews got longer, I feel they got a lot better paced than they were in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, he is really fast here, and even I was missing a few things. I do think he had some funny jokes to
Oh,
say, and
Once I got used to the pace, I thought it was really interesting.
he's got a fun, energetic style, a lot of energy, and he plays the supporting characters reasonably well. He hasn't played those two characters in a long time. He kind of, as he said, grew out of them.
Yeah.
Nerdlinger, who's like his version of a nerdy fanboy, and El Lover, a sexy romantic Puerto Rican who's there to recap movies in his own erotic way. And they were fun characters while they lasted, but from a different era. That thing he does, spinning around in the chair, he hasn't done that for many years, I think, since 2012. But it was interesting how he would try to move around a lot, try to make up for what little he had, what little time he had to get it out. And like I said, very ambitious, does a lot, and it's hard to say what my favorite joke is. I do agree. The new Nightmare movie, it's a mixed bag of a film. I think maybe I liked when he played that clip from Freddy's Dead, where he's playing the video game.
Yes, that was pretty good.
And My biggest issue with New Nightmare, like, I don't think it's the worst Nightmare on Elm Street film. To me, that's still Freddy's Dead, which, while it may have more kill scenes, it is a horrible movie to the point that it pissed me off watching it. Like, every scene was annoying, obnoxious.
Yeah.
New Nightmare pissed me off for the reason that for a movie that's supposed to take place in the real world where Heather Langenkamp, all these actors from the Nightmare movies are playing themselves, none of the scenes in the real world feel like the real world.
Yeah.
The scenes, the Nightmare scenes and the real world scenes have the same tone and style.
Yeah.
Even though the Nightmare scenes have more special effects, fantastical stuff put into them, they feel just like the real world scenes, so there's nothing to differentiate the two.
There's no like lighting changes or filter changes.
And about 2/3 into the movie, when Wes Craven appears as himself, and he gives that big monologue about how dreams work, talking about stuff that's impossible, sounds like something out of a fantasy novel, and he talks about it like it's fact. It just felt like, why is he talking about this like it's real? And then he shows Heather the script he's working on, and it's the conversation they just had. Which, at first, made me think maybe it could make up for the lack of different tone between the nightmare and dream scenes, if it's a twist that the whole thing is a movie that he's been writing. But from that point on, it still gets confusing and doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You commented you thought the new Freddy in this film didn't look that great.
Yeah.
That was actually supposed to be the more scarier version of. Yeah, he got a little goofy in Freddy's Dead, but the original look from the first film was pretty creepy and scary on its own. Heather Langenkamp, I feel maybe if she had been given a better script and the story had been given better ideas, maybe New Nightmare could have worked. And I do agree completely. Miko Hughes, who plays that little boy, the son, I know he's supposed to be a creepy kid, but oh my god, when I watched that movie for the first time, it put me on the edge. I was just yelling every time that kid talked, shut up, shut up, shut up, just...
Yeah.
And I was rooting for the kid to die. Just, I don't get movies where they make a character annoying and just because they're a kid or the writer has a hard-on for the main character, they let that main character
Slide.
Yeah, live. It's just, I don't know, frustrating. And yeah, not an A+ review by Erod, but still a reasonably fun one.
Yeah.
Perfect viewing for the Halloween season. Would you ever be interested in seeing more of the Blockbuster Buster?
Very much so.
Cool. Anyway, before we ramble on too much longer, see you next time.
Enjoy.